MCW fans, welcome to Backstage Pass. I am here with Quinn McKay, who just made her debut tonight with MCW.
Yes, I did. It was super exciting. Sorry, I'm gonna readjust how I'm sitting real fast because it's either I sit back like Godfather style or my feet don't touch the ground. So, sorry, go on.
Gosh, no problem, no problem. So, talking wrestling first.
Yes.
You are 5 feet of concrete. We saw that, sometimes the 5 feet work against you and we're in a chair. That's okay. That's okay.
I can't believe you clocked me like that. So rude. Yes, yeah, it is an obstacle for me for sure.
But you have also, tonight's the first time that we saw you in an MCW ring, but it's not like you're new to the business. You were doing part of the broadcast team for Ring of Honor.
Yes, absolutely.
And you've actually worked with some pretty well-known names as far as women go. Angelina Love,
yes.
Mandy Leon, and of course Maria.
Yeah.
Now, my understanding, and I might be wrong, you started off wanting to do the wrestling, and then the broadcasting that was the spot that was there for you.
You have really done your research.
Thanks, Google.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Now, when you're out there and you're busting your butt, because we all know wrestling training is not easy.
Right.
And then you get to Ring of Honor where they say, thanks but no thanks on the bumping. We're going to just have you hold this microphone.
Right.
Was there a little part of you that was kind of like...
Yeah, absolutely. There was a little part of me that deflated because, my indie career was not that long. I had maybe 10 matches on the independent scene total by the time that I got signed by Ring of Honor, because I went to a seminar. I went to a Jonathan Gresham seminar, and I did not do well there. I don't want to put it out that I was like, I was this amazing professional wrestler, and Gresham was like, we have to have you at the dojo. That's not what happened. I think that he just saw that I worked well with people and that I talked well. And he was like, well, if you're going to be moving out to Baltimore, definitely come to the Ring of Honor dojo. And I was like, cool, I'm going to wrestle for Ring of Honor. That's awesome. And then they found out that I had a broadcasting background. I have a public relations degree. I was in radio for a while, and right out of college. And they were like, well, if anybody knows how to work a microphone, it's you. So they put me on a trial run, and I think I did way better than they expected me to do. It wasn't that they wanted me to fail. That's not it. But I definitely exceeded expectations, and it took off. I don't think the Quinn character was ever supposed to be what she became.
Which is always good. You shot it out of the park.
Yes.
They had this, and you said, I can do better.
And kind of right about the same time, I also got injured at training, which took me out for about 6 months. So it was a neck injury. It took a while to come back from, but by the time I was actually off to the races, I was starting to go back to training regularly and actually get back in the ring, and I was working towards having my first big match, and then the pandemic happened.
Of course, shuts everything down.
Yeah.
So, now, and the outfit change. The broadcasting, it was your blazer, and it was very cute, very spunky, and now,
yeah,
we've got you flashy and out there and not as covered up. Which one is, clearly you picked this out, so I was going to say which one is more you, but the proof is in the pudding here.
Yeah, I really liked the dichotomy and the foil of having the actual literal Clark Kent character versus the Superman character, because it's something that can be so well done in professional wrestling, but isn't really done that often. Whenever someone's like, I'm a broadcaster, and then you rip open the shirt, you actually have gear on, you can go to the ring, and you can kick some butt and lay down the law. So I really love both parts of my character, but I think that they work really well together because I was able to run with that story.
And it was very, very successful. It was just a shame that, kind of the plug got pulled right as it was gaining its momentum there.
Yeah.
Now, we also happen to know, because I saw some of your promo pictures earlier, and there was quite a large rock on your finger.
Yeah.
So we're going to go there. So you are recently engaged.
Yes.
And then, all right, let's ask the girl questions. Did you know it was coming?
I had literally no idea. I feel like I'm hard to trick because I'm an overthinker, so I'm constantly well, why are we doing this? Well, why are we doing this? Well, why are we doing this? Think every 4-year-old but dial it up even more.
Gotcha.
And that's just me as a personality. I always want to know what's going on, and I had no idea, at all. Probably the shock of my life But like our friends were there, and it was very beautiful, and we were like on the bay in Annapolis, and yes, now I'm going to marry Dak Draper, the Mile High Magnum.
Now, a lot of times, you see couples in the business, and it's because it works. You guys are always there together. Is he your biggest fan?
Yes.
Or your biggest critic?
He's more of the fan, and I think that I'm more of the critical eye. And I find that this is like not a rare thing in wrestling. Maria Kanellis and Mike Bennett are also very similar in that way, where he like is always hyping Maria up, and she's always the one that's like giving him critiques that he might not necessarily like, the realist and the optimist. So I find that it's actually a recipe for success.
Gotcha. Okay, good to know. Good to know, wrestling couples out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, settle something, because on Instagram, sometimes the dog is half Thor,
Yeah.
and sometimes it is Dog Draper.
Yes.
What is that? When the vet calls for the dog, what is that dog's name?
His name is Hafthor. So, you know the world's strongest man, Hafthor Bjornsson?
Okay.
So it's a pun, and it's really stupid. Hafthor's full name, instead of Hafthor Bjornsson, is Hafthor Babyson. I feel so dumb saying out loud, and it's not a joke that reads well over the internet. But yeah, his name's Hafthor Babyson.
And of course, so you have a fur baby.
Yes. Two, actually. I also have a cat named Waffles.
Okay, wow. No inside joke or story there.
No,
We've got
I just named her after my favorite breakfast
Hafthor
food.
Waffles.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like some weird hipster brunch place.
I like it. I like it. So, down the road when you guys hang up the boots, it's like, I've got a great idea.
We're gonna open a place. We're gonna name it after our pets. It's not gonna make any sense.
But come visit and give us your money.
Right,
Exactly.
Of
Okay.
course. Always a money-making venture.
Now, do we have a wedding date?
We don't. We had like a soft, tentative wedding date for fall of 2022. But with Ring of Honor just now shutting down, we don't know where we're gonna be, we don't know where we're gonna be living, and so everything's kind of up in the air until we figure out where we're gonna land.
And do you guys have those real couple talks? I mean, real couples might say, I don't mean real couples like that, but couples outside of wrestling, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Might say, okay, gosh, honey, my job's transferring me to Alabama, and we have to talk about this. With you two both being in wrestling, and there being multiple companies that you could go to,
Right.
I guess that would be the problem to have. We got signed to two different places.
Right.
But, do you entertain that possibility? Has there ever been that talk?
Yeah, of course. I think that's one of the first big serious conversations that we had after the news broke was, what happens if we don't get picked up by any company? What happens if we get picked up by different companies? And other people do it. Lots of people do it. Where if they work for separate companies, they see each other maybe 2 days a week, and then they make those 2 days like really count. But we've been really privileged up to this point to always be able to work at the same promotion together, because we didn't meet at Ring of Honor. We met at a smaller promotion called NWL in Kansas City, Missouri, actually. Like, that's where we met. And that company also, it was like a local company, but it still paid people like full time. It paid health benefits. It was really awesome. They were putting on some really great matches. They had a great product for local television, and the plug got pulled out from under us on that too. Like, the rug got pulled out. That's a mixed metaphor. It's called a malaphor. I apologize. So it's something that we've had to do before. This isn't the first time this happened to us. It's not even the first time it's happened to us on a Wednesday, oddly enough. Yeah, so...
Well, what we could think optimistically, of course, is third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm, yeah. And I think people say all the time, you should go to AEW, you should go to WWE, you should go to Impact. That's all well and good. If I could just go to those places, I would, but they have to make an offer.
Oh, it's
first.
not like, every fast food place you drive. Now hiring.
Right,
You
now I'm
show
going to
up
work
like,
at Wendy's. No.
Hey, saw your sign in the window, Vince.
Right, exactly. Hey, Jen, it's oversized. Yeah, no, unfortunately, that's just not the way that it works. And the wrestling industry is crazy. I'm lucky to get to do it at all, even with all of the insanity.
Well, so let's just take as off course something you're not prepared for. 2 truths, 1 lie.
Okay.
Let's have it.
2 truths, 1 lie. I have a brother and a sister. Whenever I was a kid, I had a parakeet named Banjo, who miraculously survived falling out of his cage in a storm, but then he never came back. We saw him sometimes, but he never came back. And then something else. I'm not going to tell you if it's the truth or the lie or not. Oh, this is so hard. Oh, my very first job out of college was, I was a makeup artist for a really long time.
All right, so if I'm guessing, brother and sister came out pretty fast. I kind of feel like that might be true. Makeup's on point. I feel like that's true. I'm going to say Banjo the Parakeet might have been a lie.
I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
A technicality. Got us on a technicality.
I technically have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. Yeah. Got it.
She got us. Well, I thank you so much for taking time here. And it was an exciting night for you. It was a long night, so you're probably ready to get the heck out of here.
Yes, I'm so tired. My body is so beat up.
Well, thank you for letting us get to know you, and we hope to see more of you here.
Thank you so much. You definitely will.
Good. Before I let you go, where can people find you?
Oh, so you can find me on Instagram at Real Quinn McKay. You can find me on Twitter at Quinn McKay. And if it doesn't have a blue check mark next to it, it's not me. It's somebody trying to steal your money. All right, just want to make that clear. You have to tell people.